fellow ink drinkers, and welcome back to the Blind Girls Book Talk podcast. My name is Aria.
And I'm Belle.
And we are two legally blind sisters who love reading and love books. And so what we've done is we've created this podcast in order to talk about that. We talk about a wide array of bookish content, and that can range from bad retellings of stories, book-to-movie adaptation comparisons, buddy reads, recent reads, bookish challenges. Really, the list does go on and on. And today what we're doing is we're doing another challenge video, and we are doing the Rip It or Ship It challenge. Now, Belle, you are the one who brought this up. Do you remember who you saw that had done it?
I don't know. Every booktuber has done it at one point in time.
I mean, fair. I know the one that I saw to get kind of reacquainted with how this challenge worked was Jessie the Reader. But anyway, what we decided to do was we decided to put our own spin on this Rip It or Ship It challenge. And so how this works is essentially we have a little container that is full of book characters, and we're each going to pick a name out of the container. And then we're going to read it out, and we're going to decide whether we're going to ship those two characters or if we're going to rip that ship apart. So when Jessie, the reader, had done it, he had based it on the characters themselves and then on their ship name. I think we're going to just kind of base it mostly on the characters themselves, don't you think?
Yes.
All right, well, without further ado, do you want to pick the first name?
Okay, I got a name.
No looking, no cheating. Okay, what's your name?
I was going to just hand it to you.
Oh, okay, so you got... Shoot. I listened to how they pronounce this name right before we recorded this too. Dulcinea?
Yeah, go with it.
Dulcinea. She is from Stalking Jack the Ripper.
Thomas Cresswell's sister.
And I picked Harry Potter. Okay, so of course, Harry Potter from the Harry Potter series, he's the main character. Now, what is her character?
She's Thomas Cresswell's sister. She puts him in his place. She is involved in a secret society that her mom left her letters to when she died, and she hunts the stuff that goes against the order that she's a part of, and yeah.
Okay, so do you think she would be a good fit for Harry?
I don't know.
Because you're the only one that knows both of these characters. So you're going to be having the one to...
I mean, I think it would work. I'm not in love with it, but it could work.
You know what? Just from your description of it, I'm going to say we just ship it. We might as well.
I think it can work because she's kind of like Hermione, just not completely book smart. She'd probably save his butt.
Yeah, and that's what it kind of sounded like. When you were put him in his place, I'm well, that's a Hermione kind of deal. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, I agree. I think we ship this. I think we ship Harry and Dulcinea. I hope that's how you say her name. I really did, guys. I really did listen to how to do this beforehand.
You picked the first? Who'd you get?
I got Dr. Carlson from The Love Hypothesis.
Oh, no.
What did you get?
I got
Neville Longbottom. Well, okay, so Neville, of course, from Harry Potter. Dr. Carlson is from
The Love Hypothesis.
The Love Hypothesis.
Just from what I know about Carlson, I feel like he'd eat Neville alive.
Yeah, he is very much a no-nonsense scientist who pushes his students to be better.
I feel like that could go really bad. However, I feel like the only saving grace would be because Neville loves plants and stuff.
Well, yeah,
and that's kind of scientific.
I mean, biology and it would be a stretch.
It would be a stretch.
But it would be a stretch. I don't think that ship's going to work, my friends. I really don't, unfortunately. I think that ship is doomed to be ripped. Okay, let's try again. Let's try to get not a Harry Potter character. Watch me grab one.
Okay, I didn't grab one. If you grabbed one, I'll laugh.
I did not. Okay.
Okay. Who'd you get?
I got Thomas Cresswell.
I got Marco. I feel like those two together would just be a bad combination.
I really do too, because like Thomas Cresswell. Okay, Thomas Cresswell is from
Stalking Jack the Ripper,
and that
Marco
series.
from
Marco's from Night Circus.
So
They're both
just like
they're both studious.
they're both studious. However, the reason I say they'd be a bad combination is they both are just like out there.
But Marco, though, is kind of like, but I'm going to get my stuff done. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this actually may work a little bit better than originally thought. Because Marco is very much like, he keeps it all together. He gets the stuff done. Like, yes, he's studious, like, with his magic. But he's very, like, he gets the job done. Thomas Cresswell is a Sherlock. Like, let's be real here.
He's a Sherlock.
Thomas Cresswell is a Sherlock. And so I feel like Marco would almost be kind of like a Dr. Watson to Thomas's Sherlock.
See, but here's my thing. The thing that makes a Sherlock and Watson work good together is Sherlock does the deduction and Watson can help with the people aspect.
And I think Marco could.
I don't think he could.
I think he could. I would ship this.
Okay.
I would ship
I'll
this.
let you decide that.
I would ship this. I would. I think that it would be. I mean, granted, I only read Stalking Jack the Ripper. I did not read further into the series, so like maybe he changes. But from what I read and what I know, I would ship that.
Okay. I got one.
Okay, who'd you get?
Olive from Love Hypothesis.
Okay, great. I got Avery from Oh boy. Okay, so Olive from Love Hypothesis. She's very anxious. She's, well, not anxious. I guess anxious isn't quite, well, no, she is anxious. She's just kind of socially awkward. She is like the typical grad student, like, but she's working very hard to get everything done. Avery from Inheritance Games.
I don't
think this one would.
I don't think it would work.
Well.
I don't think it would work.
Because Avery is kind of like bam, 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 and Olive like is very much she gets her stuff done, but if she could stay in the background, she would.
Well, Avery like doesn't like to be center, but like for Avery, she's just like I just want answers.
Yeah.
Like nothing else matters except for that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that one would work. I don't
think it would work either.
I think this ship is going to be ripped.
This one was begging to be called. It
That one
out.
was.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who'd you get?
Audrey Rose.
Oh, okay, this may work. I got Mr. Tilney.
Okay. So Audrey Rose, of course, is from Stalking Jack the Ripper.
And Mr. Tilney is from Northanger Abbey.
Okay, so Audrey Rose is very intelligent, very go-getter. Like, she knows what she wants, and she's going to get it one way or another. She's going to figure out how to get the job done.
Yeah.
Mr. Tilney, how would you describe Mr. Tilney?
He's more of like a fun-loving, like, puppy dog.
Oh, well,
kind of.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think it could work. It could work.
It could. I don't know, though. I feel like
the only reason I'd give it a pause is Audrey Rose is very, like, you know, like, determined.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the word we want to use?
Yeah, she is very determined.
And he's very, like, laid back and, like...
Yeah. I don't know about this one. You know these characters a little bit better. What would you say?
I'd ship it. I'd ship it.
Okay.
I'd ship it.
All right. Let's get the next names. Next name. Give me a good one. Something good. Please.
Let me know what you got.
If I can open it. I got Professor Snape.
Oh, no. This isn't going to work.
Who'd you get?
Sherlock.
Okay.
It ain't going to work.
Okay, so Professor Snape from Harry Potter, of course, he's kind of the looming, ominous, brooding, like, but he's brilliant at potions, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's very good at what he does. Kind of bad guy turned good. Sherlock Holmes, of course, based off of the works of
Conan Doyle.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Very intelligent, is a detective, full of deductions.
I don't think they could stand each other.
I can't even picture them together.
They couldn't be in the same room together.
That's
like they'd be at each other's throats.
Because I feel like Snape would be just kind of doing his thing, and Sherlock would try to do something, and Snape would be like, "Do leave me alone." Like yeah, you're right. The more I think about it, Snape isn't super like thinking that he's better than everybody else, but I feel like Sherlock coming in and like it would just kind of
they'd implode on each other.
I really do think. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to rip that ship.
Yeah,
they'd
implode.
I don't think that's gonna go very well. I got Hermione.
I got Katniss.
Okay, so Hermione Granger from Harry Potter, main girl, super intelligent, super skilled. Katniss from Hunger Games, main character there. She's one of those characters I feel like that, again, if you have to like get a job done, like, you know, Katniss would be there and do it. Like, she's very determined. I don't know. I feel like they would almost bring each other up in a way. What do you think?
I don't know. I never read Hunger Games. I can't speak for...
Yeah, I feel like they would bring each other up. I feel like that could be a ship that goes a lot better than one would anticipate. I really do. I got Mr. Bingley.
I got Hades.
Oh, no.
We couldn't go more opposite.
It would be complete opposites, but now would it work?
I feel like it would work because Persephone is almost the complete opposite of Hades. And I feel like Bingley could channel that. I feel like it could work.
Yeah, and Mr. Bingley, of course, from Pride and Prejudice. Yeah,
I feel like that could work. I think that could work.
Like, he could just be like his little golden retriever boy self, and Hades would just kind of be like, all right, this is my life.
Yeah, that I feel like that could work.
It could work. All right. I got Grayson.
I got Mr. Darcy.
Another pairing of two very similar personalities.
They're the same person, like, just in different times.
So Mr. Darcy, Pride and Prejudice, Grayson from Inheritance Games. Yeah, they are the same person, just different time periods. And I don't think that would go very well.
No. We
can't
get two people of the same personality type together.
I think we got to rip that ship.
Ooh, this is going to be fun.
Who'd you get?
I got Lily from Storm and Silence.
I got PETA from Hunger Games.
Oh, no.
Okay, so PETA is like the main love interest for Katniss. He is a baker who gets brought into the Hunger Games, and he just kind of tries to help Katniss whenever he can, essentially, because he loves her. Now, what is Lily's deal?
Lily is almost like the complete opposite. She's like stuck in her way. She's a big, like, her book is set in Victorian England again. And she's very much like a hardcore feminist. Like, women should have the right to vote. Women should be able to do this, and this. Like, she stands up to her boss, who's very, like, it's my way or the highway. And she's just like, yeah, no. So I feel like she just steamboat right over him.
But I feel like, because PETA very much is like, Katniss is very, very strong. And he just kind of goes along with it. So this could maybe work.
I don't know, though. I'd say she's probably stronger than Katniss, just because she can handle Ambrose.
Gotcha.
And he's just like, he's very like miserly, and she's just like, yeah, no, this isn't how this is working. Like there's like this whole scene in it where he's like, they're at a feminist rally, and he's like trying to get her to go up and speak because he gives a speech about like anti-feminism and women shouldn't have the right to vote and anything. And he makes her go up there because she's dressed as a guy to work for him. And he's like, get up there and speak, like, meaning go up and speak for what you don't want and don't believe in. And she just goes up there and she's like, you said speak, so I'm going to speak, and just goes on this rant about how feminism is a good thing and women should have the right to vote and do this, 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 and this. And he gets off and he's firing her. And she's like, no, you can't do that. I followed your orders.
Yeah. Well, maybe it wouldn't work.
I think she'd steamroll him.
I feel like it would not be a very good ship. Okay, I got Jamie from Outlander.
I got Elizabeth Bennet.
Okay, so Jamie from Outlander, he is Scottish. He's very like strong and capable, and like he's just an all-around good guy. Like he really is. Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. How does one describe Elizabeth Bennet?
Stubborn.
You know what? I think this ship might actually work.
I think it would work.
I think it would. I don't know why. It's just like, it's one of those feelings like deep in my bones. I feel like it would work.
Pick a good one.
Okay, who'd you get?
John Watson.
I got Joyce from Thursday Murder Club. Okay, so Joyce, she was a nurse. She is retired now because she is elderly. And she's a fun character because it's almost like she doesn't know what's going on sometimes. Like she's just kind of like in her own world. But then there are times where she's like kind of secretly ruthless. And she's a really fun character. I really, really like her. John Watson, of course, from Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's work. Army doctor. Follows along with Sherlock, is kind of his emotional or his people reader.
Human translator. But would this work? And this all is left up to me because Belle does not know who Joyce is. And I don't think it would, because at the end of the day, they are very similar characters. And I don't think that would work out very well, unfortunately. Just for funsies, let's do one more. Who'd you get? Moriarty.
Pip.
Oh, this is a destroy the world couple right here.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about Pip from Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Moriarty, of course.
From Sherlock. Pip's whole thing is, like, she's very much like, I speak for what's right. And, like, she tries her best to just uncover the truth on everything, and she's super smart.
But then you put her with, like, a power criminal.
That's why I said, like, they legit just take over the world.
But how, though? If she's trying to, like, if she's a good person...
Honestly, all he'd have to do is just offer her, like, one thing that, like, because, like, I haven't read the third book due to, like, mental health reasons, and, like, I can't get through it. So, like, that's on my to-do list to finish that series. But, like, it starts on, like, all she wants is this guy who harmed, like, all these women to be in jail. And, like, she, like, on her podcast, she called him out for what he had done and everything. And so, like, he's, like, suing her for slander and defamation and, like, all this. And, like, all she wants is him to be in jail. So, like, if he would have gotten to her and been like, I can put this dude in jail, she'd be like, let's go. What you want to do, my man? Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know much about Pip. Yeah, you're going to have to make the call.
She's like a me.
You're going to have to make the call on this one because you know both characters.
I think it would work.
You think it would work? We would ship it?
I'd ship it.
Okay, well, that was surprising.
That was.
That was very surprising. But I think this was fun. I think this is... the reason that we decided to do this, of course, is because it's kind of near Valentine's Day. And we were just like, you know, why not? But I think this was a fun time. I think we should do this again, to be honest with you. And pull some other characters in.
Maybe.
And maybe try to do it a little differently.
Yeah, we'll see.
But, well, anyway, we want to thank you guys for coming along as we did this Rip It or Ship It challenge. If you liked listening to us talk about it, of course, please consider following the podcast, sharing it with your friends, and letting us know, you know, what you think about our rips and our ships. But again, thank you for coming along. And then what are we going to be talking about next time?
Next time we are doing a Matilda book to movie to musical comparison.
All right. Well, that will be an interesting one. So you will see you guys next time.
Bye.